What's up, beautiful people? Today we're going to look at how you can create Mitchell Trubisky in Madden 17 and possibly what his rating is going to be in Madden 18. So here we are. Mitchell Trubisky was drafted in the first round, number 2, because the Bears traded up overall. He's the quarterback of the future for the Chicago Bears. The Bears. He hails from North Carolina, and that's where he's coming out of in college. He was born in 1994, August 20th of 1994, and he's from Mentor, Ohio, the Buckeye State. If you want to create Mitch Trubisky, he doesn't really wear too many fancy things, so it's kind of easy to create him. He has a 2-bar Rydell standard, and that's what I gave him. Doesn't wear any eye paint, doesn't wear a visor, doesn't wear a neck pad. I like personally when the pads are low in Madden because I think it gives more of a realistic look. He does wear sleeves. Every single picture I looked at of him, he had the short sleeves. So I put those in there. Wristbands, he usually wears both on both arms. So I kind of had that, and make sure you get the towel. So this is just if you want to create them. Style-wise, I just randomly threw something on there because, you know, that's kind of just not really as important. And here we go into the ratings. He's a 76 overall in my version. I'm going to see him probably as a 75 to a 78. For reference, looking at Carson Wentz and looking at Jared Goff, Carson Wentz was a 76 overall to start. And I don't think this man right here, Trubisky, is going to be better than that. I think you're going to find him as a 74 to a 76 to start off in Madden 18. Now, Mitchell Trubisky coming out of high school is rated as one of the top, if not the top, dual threat quarterbacks. So his speed is pretty high up there. I think he ran a 4.67 40, and that is pretty decent for a quarterback. Once again, for a frame of reference, Carson Wentz ran a 4.77, and in Madden at 4.77, Carson Wentz had an 82 in speed. So I'm making sure that he gets the recognition for that scrambling ability that he has. His acceleration is pretty high up there too, which means with his speed, his stats for agility, for acceleration, for speed, for elusiveness, for the juke move and the spin move, they're going to be pretty high up there. So his acceleration was an 88. Now, there's two main things with Trubisky that we're going to get into that's going to hinder where he is and how he does in the NFL. Number one, you'll see right here, this stat right here, his awareness. Coming out of college and into the NFL draft, Mitchell Trubisky only spent 1 year as a starter. He sat behind Marquise Williams for his entire career up to his senior year. So this past year was really his breakout year. So his awareness compared to some of these other quarterbacks is going to be pretty low. At 58, that's lower than Jameis Winston, who was a 2-year starter. And that's pretty much lower than every single quarterback that you're going to find in this year's draft. Once again, frame of reference, because I used character models of Carson Wentz, I used Jared Goff, I used Jameis Winston, I used Marcus Mariota to really tweak his ratings. Carson Wentz, his awareness was a 67, so his awareness is pretty high up there. And that's one of the things that if you watch Mel Kiper, if you watch some of these NFL experts or draft experts, they say he really needs to become more pocket aware, more aware of blitzes, NFL safety blitzes, stuff of that nature, so his awareness has to be down there. But Trubisky can make every single throw. He has a cannon for an arm. He throws the ball with some zip. Now that can be a good thing, but it can also be a bad thing. I put his player traits for that sense of pressure, average, but force passes, I put it as aggressive simply because I think he believes he can make every single throw, which isn't a bad thing at quarterback. Elusiveness, 83, once again, those speed traits have to be up there. Ball carrier vision, I kept at 77, because at quarterback, you're not really known for having vision, but that's really a running back trait. Stiff arm of 57, spin move of 75, and a juke move in 80. Carson Wentz had a juke move of 71 and a spin move of 47. So I kept that pretty high up there. We can really bump that down a little bit with the spin move, but I kept his juke move at 80, and I think that's pretty accurate. Now, speaking of accuracy, his short throw accuracy, he can make consistently every single short throw and every single medium, deep out route, he can throw that pretty well and consistent. But the problem, and the second point that drops his stats for Trubisky, is that 64, his deep throw accuracy. He's inconsistent with the deep ball, and he needs to work on that. Some of these balls that he throws will sail out of bounds, and he doesn't put the ball in play. So his awareness and his deep ball accuracy are two of the traits that make him weak. And those are things that he needs to improve. And awareness comes with time, and his deep depth, ball accuracy can come with time. So that's why he was drafted number 2, because he has some upside. And that's why I think the Bears went with him. I kept the throw on the run pretty high. Frame reference, again, throw on the run for Carson Wentz was a 78. So I think, Trubisky is probably a little bit better at throwing on the run just because he's a scrambling quarterback. He's a dual threat quarterback. At North Carolina, he wasn't really injured often. Well, we don't know because he didn't play that much. But I kept his injury up there because we haven't heard about any injuries, any major injuries that are going to, cost him with these stats and with these ratings. His stamina is a 93. So going into his player traits, and I want you guys to see this, I kept him as a balance more than a scrambling quarterback. Even though if we look at his ratings, though Madden will say he's a scrambling quarterback, I think he's more of a dual threat, more of a balanced quarterback. Throwing the ball away I put as a no. Sometimes he can, put the ball, instead of whipping it out of bounds, he'll float it up there, which can be a problem. Sense of pressure I put as average. He's, we could even make that not ideal, I wouldn't say oblivious either, maybe paranoid a little bit because this is the NFL and because he's not used to the blitz packages that would be coming. So I could say he's either average or paranoid. Now, once again, forced passage, for sure, he can be aggressive. I wouldn't say ideal, I wouldn't say conservative. I'd definitely go with aggressive. And that could be something where people pick those balls off because he just thinks he can make every single throw. So I put that, and I'm going to put that back to average. You can do either one, paranoid or average. Aggressiveness for the forced passes. And overall, I think he is going to be a 76 in this upcoming Madden 18. But if you want to go ahead and make them, there's all the stats right there. Let me know once again what you think I got wrong with Mitchell Trubisky. Where are some of the areas that you think I need to bump up his stats or adjust in the comment section down below. Ladies and gentlemen, stay frosty. Remember, I love you, and I'll catch you next time.